Robert Martinez and his EMT partner Sarah were doing routine emergency runs in Chicago that night until their ambulance GPS started showing impossible locations and all communication equipment experienced interference. When they noticed the mysterious craft hovering above their ambulance, they realized this wasn't a normal technical malfunction. Welcome to Shelley's Mysterious Files. Today I'm sharing an incredible story about an encounter that took place on Chicago's night streets, telling the most extraordinary shift in an ambulance driver's career. Robert, could you first introduce yourself, and what assignment were you on that night?
Hello, Shelley. I'm Robert Martinez. I've been working as an ambulance driver for Chicago Emergency Medical Services for 12 years. That night, September 23rd, 2022, I was on night shift in the West Side District. I was doing 00 to 08 shift coverage with my EMT partner, Sarah Johnson. Completely routine Friday night assignment, cardiac emergencies, trauma calls, usual weekend stuff.
What kind of area is Chicago West Side District, and how do night shifts normally go? Was there an unusual activity level that night?
West Side is a challenging area. Mix of residential and industrial zones. Night shifts are usually busy. Domestic violence calls, overdoses, cardiac events, traffic accidents. That night started relatively normal. First few hours were standard calls, nothing indicating an unusual evening ahead. Sarah and I are an experienced team. We've been working together for 3 years.
When did the first technical problem start? And what were the initial signs? Was it gradual or sudden?
Around approximately 2:15 a.m., I noticed the first issues. We were returning from a cardiac emergency on Lakeshore Drive. Suddenly, the GPS coordinates started giving crazy readings. The screen showed we were in the middle of Lake Michigan, then downtown, then back to the correct location. Radio static was increasing. Dispatch communications were intermittent.
Had you experienced these GPS malfunctions before? Was regular maintenance being done on your ambulance technical equipment?
Equipment is regularly maintained. I'd never experienced such comprehensive malfunction. GPS systems are redundant. Multiple backup units, but all were showing impossible readings simultaneously. Sarah immediately checked portable GPS, cell phone navigation, same crazy coordinates. It suggested external interference.
What was Sarah's initial reaction? How did she assess these technical failures from an EMT perspective?
Sarah initially took a practical approach, probably solar flare or radio tower malfunction, but multiple independent systems failing together was unusual. She started documenting issues on clipboard, times, specific malfunctions, readings. Professional habit, EMTs always document everything.
Did you notice other equipment problems during this documentation process? Were medical devices affected?
Medical equipment started acting strange too. Heart monitor showing erratic readings without patient connected. Oxygen saturation monitor fluctuating wildly. Blood pressure cuff inflating and deflating randomly. Sarah was concerned because medical equipment interference puts patient care at risk.
How was the medical equipment malfunction a concern from a patient safety perspective? Did you have emergency protocols for these situations?
Major concern. If we transport a critical patient during equipment malfunction, monitoring is impossible. No specific protocols for comprehensive electronic failure. Standard procedure, switch to manual methods, direct hospital transport, no delay. But this level of interference was unprecedented.
When did you first notice the aerial phenomenon? Was there timing correlation with the GPS problems?
Exactly when GPS problems started, Sarah noticed a bright light above the ambulance. Initially thought it was a police helicopter. Common in our area. But the movement pattern was wrong, too smooth, no rotor noise. The light was maintaining exact position relative to our vehicle, matching speed perfectly.
What were the characteristics of this light? How did it appear different from conventional aircraft?
Very bright white light, much more intense than a helicopter searchlight. No navigation lights visible, no aircraft strobing pattern. Most unusual, it maintained perfect position above the ambulance regardless of turns, stops, speed changes, like it was magnetically attached to our vehicle.
Did you attempt to follow the light or make closer inspection? What did safety protocols dictate?
Safety is first priority. Patient care, vehicle operation. I pulled over safely. We both observed the object through the windshield. It was clearly a disc-shaped craft, approximately 30 to 40 feet diameter. Metallic surface reflecting streetlights, no visible propulsion system, hovering silently 100 to 150 feet above.
How was the detailed appearance of the disc-shaped craft? Could you observe surface features, lights, or markings?
Smooth metallic surface, no visible seams or panels. Perimeter lights pulsing in sequence, blue to white to blue. The center appeared darker, possibly transparent. No symbols or markings visible from ground level. Very engineered appearance. Clearly a manufactured craft.
How was the craft's behavior during this detailed observation? Was it interactive or passive?
Initially passive observation. When we stopped the ambulance, the craft descended lower, approximately 75 feet. It seemed responsive to our actions. Sarah waved through the windshield. Craft lights pulsed faster like acknowledgement. Definitely interactive behavior, not a random phenomenon.
How did the craft's response to Sarah's wave gesture make you feel? Did you think it was intelligent communication?
Absolutely intelligent response. Too immediate, too specific to be coincidental. Sarah repeated the gesture. Same light response pattern. We established basic communication. We signal, it responds. We both concluded we were dealing with control technology, not a natural phenomenon.
Did you experience other interactions during these communication attempts? Additional signals or responses?
Sarah tried flashlight signals, 3 short flashes. The craft responded with 3 light pulses. Pattern recognition was clear. But then an emergency call came through dispatch. We had to respond immediately. Professional duty overrode curiosity.
What did you do when the emergency call came? Did you abandon the craft and respond to the call?
Absolutely. Patient care is always priority. I started the ambulance, activated emergency lights, proceeded to the call location. The craft immediately ascended, maintaining position above the vehicle during the entire response. It followed us directly to the emergency scene.
How was the craft's behavior at the emergency scene? Did other responders notice it?
The craft maintained distance during patient care, approximately 200 feet altitude. Other EMTs, fire department personnel noticed the bright light, but assumed it was a news helicopter, too focused on the patient to discuss. Sarah and I exchanged glances, continued professional duties.
Did your medical equipment return to normal function during patient care? Was there correlation with the craft's presence?
Interestingly, medical equipment functioned normally during patient care. GPS was still showing incorrect readings, but life-saving equipment was operational. The craft maintained respectful distance, seemed aware of medical emergency priority.
How did you interpret this respectful behavior? What did it make you think about the craft operator's intentions?
It suggested benevolent, or at least neutral, intentions. It could have interfered with medical care, but didn't. It maintained observation distance during critical patient treatment. The behavior was more consistent with scientific observation than hostile action.
Did interaction with the craft continue after completing the emergency call? Were there follow-up communication attempts?
After patient transport to hospital, the craft resumed closer position. I parked the ambulance in the hospital lot. We both observed the craft descending to approximately 50 feet. Very detailed observation was possible. Clearly a structured vehicle, no conventional propulsion visible.
Were there other witnesses during this close encounter in the hospital parking lot? Did hospital staff notice?
Late night shift, minimal staff visible outside. A security guard approached, asking about a helicopter. We pointed up, but he couldn't see the craft clearly. Possible selective visibility, or the guard wasn't paying attention. We were the only ones with clear, sustained observation.
The selective visibility possibility is interesting. Could the craft's visibility depend on other factors?
Possible. Electronic equipment responded consistently, but human visual perception varied. Maybe technology affects electronic devices differently than human observation, or specific individuals are more sensitive to the phenomenon.
How long did the hospital parking lot encounter last, and how did it conclude?
Approximately 20 to 25 minutes of detailed observation, the craft suddenly accelerated vertically, disappeared into the night sky within seconds. Immediate restoration of all electronic systems, GPS accurate, radio clear, medical equipment. Normal, like a switch, was turned off.
What was the instant restoration of electronic systems like? Was it coincidental or clearly connected?
Definitely connected. Perfect timing. Craft departs, systems restore immediately. No gradual recovery, instant normalization. Clear correlation between craft presence and electronic interference. Whatever technology was involved had a direct effect on electronic devices.
How did the remainder of the shift go? Were you able to discuss the experience with Sarah?
The remaining shift was uneventful. Sarah and I had a detailed discussion, compared observations, timeline, specific details. Our accounts were remarkably consistent. We're both professional emergency responders, trained observers, credible witnesses with no reason to fabricate.
Was your emergency services training helpful in handling this type of unusual situation?
Emergency training emphasizes calm assessment, accurate reporting, professional behavior under stress. These skills were definitely helpful. We maintained composure, documented details, continued duties. Professional training provided a framework for processing an extraordinary experience.
Did you report the experience to supervisors or emergency services management?
I discussed with my immediate supervisor the next day. Professional, factual report of electronic malfunctions affecting equipment reliability. I mentioned unidentified aircraft observing the ambulance. The supervisor documented equipment issues, scheduled technical inspection.
How were the technical inspection results? Was permanent damage or changes found?
No permanent damage detected. All systems tested normal post-encounter. Electronic logs showed malfunction timestamps corresponding exactly to our reported times. Technicians were puzzled. No explanation for temporary comprehensive failure.
How was the reaction from fellow EMTs and ambulance crews? Did they share similar experiences?
Mixed reactions. Some colleagues were skeptical, others interested. A few admitted similar electronic anomalies during night shifts, but no visual confirmations. Possible underreporting due to professional credibility concerns.
Did you start researching about UFO phenomena after this experience?
Extensive online research. I found multiple similar accounts, emergency responders, ambulance crews, fire departments, reporting electronic interference with aerial phenomena. The pattern was consistent globally, clearly systematic, not isolated incidents.
How did your research findings affect your personal perspective?
It validated the experience. We're not alone, not imagining things. The pattern suggests an organized phenomenon, possibly scientific study of human emergency services. Whatever is conducting observations is interested in human medical care, emergency response capabilities.
Your theory about medical care interest is intriguing. Do you think there's specific focus on emergency medical response?
Possible. Emergency medicine represents humans at their most vulnerable moments. Medical crises, trauma, life-death situations. If studying human behavior, emergency response provides concentrated data about human compassion, medical technology, social cooperation.
How did Sarah process this experience? Were there different insights from an EMT perspective?
Sarah took a more analytical approach. She documented everything methodically, cross-referenced medical equipment malfunctions with craft behavior. Her medical training provided a different observation angle. She noticed the craft avoided interference during critical patient care.
Is this patient care respect significant? Does it suggest ethical considerations?
Very significant. It suggests an advanced ethical framework. Observation is permitted, but interference with medical emergencies is prohibited. It implies understanding of human medical needs, respect for life-saving activities, sophisticated moral consideration.
Have you experienced similar encounters on subsequent shifts? Has there been follow-up contact?
No direct repeat encounters, but increased awareness of electronic anomalies. Occasional GPS glitches, radio static, but nothing as comprehensive as the original experience. Possible continued observation, just less obvious.
How has increased awareness affected your observation skills? Are there changes in professional duties?
Heightened attention to electronic system status. More careful documentation of equipment anomalies. Sarah and I now carry backup navigation, communication devices. Professional preparation improved through experience.
Was the need to use backup equipment questioned by supervisors?
I presented it as enhanced safety protocol. Electronic systems are occasionally unreliable. Backup equipment ensures patient care continuity. Supervisors supported the initiative. Safety improvements are always welcome.
Did you share this experience with family and friends? Was there impact on personal relationships?
Careful sharing. Family was supportive, but concerned about professional implications. Close friends had mixed reactions. Professional reputation is important in emergency services. Social relationships were mostly maintained, some strengthened by honest sharing.
Were professional reputation concerns valid? Was career advancement affected?
No negative career impact. Continued professional advancement, maintained credibility. Electronic malfunction report was documented factually without speculation. This approach protected both personal integrity and professional standing.
What is your advice to other emergency responders about reporting such experiences?
Document factually, avoid speculation, focus on operational impacts. Electronic malfunctions affect patient safety. That's a legitimate professional concern. Keep personal theories separate from official reports. Truth is important, but career protection is necessary.
From your current perspective, do you view this experience as a career asset or liability?
Definitely an asset. Enhanced awareness, improved preparation, broader perspective. Emergency services require adaptability. Unusual situations demand flexible thinking. The experience expanded problem-solving capabilities, professional resilience.
Finally, what is your message for emergency responders who witness similar phenomena?
Stay professional, document accurately, prioritize patient care. Don't let unusual circumstances compromise medical duties. The experience might be extraordinary, but professional responsibility remains paramount. Share carefully, but don't suppress the truth.
Robert, thank you for sharing this incredible professional experience with us. The emergency services perspective is very valuable for understanding this phenomena.
Thank you, Shelley. I hope my account encourages other emergency responders to document and discuss similar experiences. The professional community is stronger when sharing extraordinary encounters responsibly.
Robert Martinez's experience in Chicago shows that UFO phenomena can affect not only civilian witnesses, but also professionals working in critical public services. This encounter in emergency medical services offers fascinating insights that such phenomena show respect for human medical care. If you've also experienced something similar or have questions about these topics, please share them with us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Shelley's Mysterious Files channel and see you in our next mysterious story.